Let's have a chat about chicken forage. Chickens are an ideal animal to keep at your homestead for many reasons. They can help you with your soil, they can give you meat, and they can give you eggs. They are the workers of the garden, so to speak. So let's talk real quick about chicken feed. The price of chicken feed for a 50-pound bag of layer pellets at my last purchase will run you about $17. Chicken scratch, about $15, $16 for a 50-pound bag. Now, a chicken is going to consume approximately a quarter pound of feed a day. That comes out to about 1.5 pounds a week and a staggering 6 pounds each month. Now you do the math. One 50-pound bag is going to feed about 9 chickens or so for 1 month, 8 to 9. You can do the math, but that can get expensive. So what we're doing today is showing you a cheap, free really, way to feed your own chickens and benefit their health and benefit your own. Let's get started. So besides saving you money, going out and gathering food for your chickens has benefits for you too. For one, it gets you outside, gets you some vitamin D hitting you, which a lot of Americans are deficient on nowadays. And that's just as simple as having to work and live indoors all the time, which doesn't help you in the long run. Also, there's a study out of Finland a couple years ago where they studied 75 3 to 5-year-old kids. That's a lot of kids. Basically, what they did is they gave them nature time. They let them play outside in the dirt, like kids used to do. Back in my generation, which ain't that long ago, man, we were always outside. Your mother'd stand on the front porch and yell for you to come inside, and hopefully somewhere in the neighborhood you'd hear her, and then you'd have to come inside at about sundown. But we were always in the dirt. Just a little bit of picking I did, I got dirt on me already. Now here's what that study out of Finland says. Kids that played in the dirt over a period of 28 days, okay, improved the regulation of their immune system in 28 days just by having their hands in the soil. From the dirt ye came, to the dirt ye shall return. So all the minerals that are in the ground are in our body. That tells you there is a cohesive relationship there. We need to get back to that soil. Also in that study, it reduced inflammation in the body. Now, this is in 28 days. So imagine what you can do if you do this all the time. You'd live a pretty healthy life and feed your chickens for free. I'm going to show you some of the things that they can eat and a few of the things that they cannot eat. I'm also going to show you how to figure out what each plant is in your yard and how to determine if a chicken can eat it. So with just a little bit of knowledge, you can harvest your own chicken feed, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But we're going to cover a few of the more prevalent plants that I find in my yard. Now, my yard doesn't look all that bad, but I make sure that I don't the weeds. There is no such thing as a weed. A weed is just an unwanted plant by humans, but nature produces it for a reason. So we're going to use it for that reason. Now I'm going to show you one of the chicken's favorite foods. And this right here is called henbit. Okay, it'll produce these little purple flowers. That's another thing. It's February right now. You would think, well, there's not a lot of chicken feed on the ground, Chintzy, so what am I going to get my chickens? There's all kinds of stuff. It's February right now. It's kind of cold out here, a little too cold for a short sleeve shirt, but we're making do. So this is called henbit. And I don't believe it's named after the fact that hens like to bite it, but they really do. This is one of their favorite, okay? I think we all know what this is. This is a dandelion, okay? Now, you can also eat every part of this plant. Flower, the stem, the leaves, the root, everything. And if you can eat it, so can chickens, all right? What I like to do typically when it's, a little more spring, is I will blow all the little dandelion seeds off the plant so that they will populate my yard, and I have them year round. One thing when you're pulling these up, try not to pull up the root, because I want it to keep growing. I know most people, like in the cities and stuff, try to kill this stuff. It's there for a reason. Use it. Don't pull up the root, so that way it'll grow back. This here is called smooth cat's ear. You'll have to excuse my neighbors in the distance firing their weapons. All right, so this is smooth cat's ear. If you feel it, it literally kind of feels like a cat's ear. It's got a little fuzz to it. Chickens love this stuff. Don't exclude that from their diet. We have another fan favorite here. This is commonly referred to as, you guessed it, grass. This packs a lot of vitamins and nutrients for your chickens, and this is something they will forage on their own. Now here's one that's kind of a no-brainer. It's called chickweed. Chickens can't eat this. And once again, provides a lot of nutrients. So I'm gonna come up here and let's show you what it looks like here. And again, I'm gonna show you here in a little bit how you can determine what these plants are and whether or not chickens can eat them. Chickweed, too easy. What we've got here is called Carolina geranium. Right here, it almost kind of looks like cilantro. So chickens can eat that too. Now, I want to point out, we are in grow zone 8A/8B. We're kind of on the line of that. So wherever you are, you're going to have different plants. So you have to become familiar with your grow zone and your environment. Here's a couple of plants that you want to try to avoid feeding your chickens because they are either toxic or mildly toxic. One is called everlasting or cudweed. Now you're going to find some discrepancies. Some will say chickens can eat it. Other people will say they can't. It's better to be safe than sorry. I mean, you wouldn't feed your kids something that may be poisonous. Avoid it. So one easy way you can tell, because it looks kind of like that smooth cat's ear that I showed you earlier, is look on the underside. You'll see the leaves on the underside are more of a lighter color. Okay, like light green, almost white. So just avoid those. One other I want to show you is the wild onion. You probably have these all over your yard. Literally, when you pull them up, you'll see a little onion. Kind of looks like, what are those, scallions? Kind of looks like that. Chickens can eat these, but I would avoid it. It also, in larger amounts, can be a little toxic to chickens. And once again, not suitable for chicken feed. Aside, I try to get the old lady out here to give me a hand, and give her some health benefits too. So, it's good to get the kids out here too. Hey, you want to come help me pick some chicken food? Guess not. Let me tell you real quick a little bit about chickens. I mentioned before, they're technically dinosaurs. They're pretty smart. They may not seem that way, but if you accidentally pick something that they don't like or it's toxic to them, they most likely won't eat it. Now, I never witnessed them taking a class on like what to eat, what not to eat, but they just instinctively know. I assume it's the smell and the taste, so they generally will not eat stuff that they shouldn't eat. Another one you're going to want to avoid is most vines. Trees, vines, you'll have to excuse my rooster, Bojangles. I told him we were filming, but he's kind of rude. So anyway, don't feed them vines. Now, these right here are actually muscadine, which is kind of a grape that's grown locally here naturally. They can eat this, and they can also eat the muscadines too, but avoid most vines. That's just a good general rule. Chickens don't like that stuff, and you don't want to give it to them anyway. What I use to identify plants, if I don't already know what they are, and after you do this for a while, you'll just be familiar when you look. I use an app called PlantNet. It's just this simple. See right there, you take a picture. I'm gonna give you a live demonstration. Touch that picture. You're gonna take a photo of the plant. Oh, let's pick this guy right here. And this is a blackberry bush. Okay, I've taken a picture. Hit that little check mark, and you're going to watch right here. It's going to generate it for you. So that was the leaves, and voila, a running blackberry. Very easy to use. Oh, and best yet, it's free. My name ain't Chintzy for no reason. So now that we've showed you how to identify the plant, now you need to know if chickens can eat it. It's just as simple as using your phone, going to Google and say, can chickens eat blackberry bush? Yes, chickens can safely eat both the fruit and the leaves of the blackberry bush. Pretty darn easy. That's all you got to do. Use your app, use Google. It's there for a reason. What we've covered today is a cheap or free way to feed your chickens and to benefit your own health at the same time. So, don't forget, we were created on purpose for a purpose. Be your purpose. I'm Chintzy Barado, and I'll catch you next time on Chatting with Chintzy. Out.